and Angie and Francis and Willie. Good morning, friends. I'm going to turn this around this way. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. I used to sing that to my kids when I wake them up in the morning. Needless to say, they weren't a fan. All right, let me get this situated on YouTube. Did anybody else have a fun way that they used to wake up their kids when they didn't want to get out of bed in the mornings for school? Anybody have any fun things that they did? All right, let me get back to details. I'm going to post the link to the sale. Copy and... Well, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a like on YouTube. And there is the link. So if you're watching on YouTube and you're like, hey, I really want to know what's going on over on Vamp and what's going on in all of the chat, well, you won't be able to know that unless you come over to Vamp. And I know that I'm early, but I was just sitting here. Good morning, Lori. Oh, we got to go live on Instagram. I forgot about that one. Okay. Hi, Shannon. Gatorade this morning, Shannon, or 7-Up? I'm drinking, I went and got a proper daily sip. Monster Mash. They're drilling below my office. Maybe you should just leave, Susan. Maybe you should just be like, I can't work in this environment. I'm just going to leave. And I'm going to go to the Goodwill outlet. We still need to plan a day. Emmeline is coming, so we will have to do that. Water and 7-Up. I knew it was one or the other. One of the two, Shannon. I knew it was one of the two. Good morning, Penny Sue. Well, Emmeline will be here next week. So I'm thinking I will send you a message. When you get Carolyn. Good morning, Carla Ann. Carla Ann. I went and pulled some more books that Dad, remember last week or a couple weeks ago, Dad had got a bunch of books and we were like, I don't really know. So he's sorted through all of them and they're cookbooks. So I grabbed, I don't know what I did with them. Oh, they're right here. I grabbed a couple of them and we'll see. But some of them they're vintage Taste of Home. Do you remember when Taste of Home magazine used to be good? It's not so much anymore. And I'll tell you why. I was a longtime subscriber to Taste of Home's subscription box, but I have canceled that because the box used to be good. You used to get a really good cookbook and you would get like kitchen gadgets that were really pretty nice. And like sometimes kitchen gadgets that you wouldn't even think that you needed, but then you're like, well, heck, I didn't know that this existed. But now it's Temu stuff. You get stuff from it's packaged, it's crap. So sorry, Taste of Home. If you would go back to the way that you used to be, maybe I would subscribe to your thing again, but it's not good. Hi, Janet. Damn it, Janet, why aren't you over on Vamp? Yeah, it isn't any fun. It's not. It really, really isn't. But I wanted to share with you guys my absolute favorite book. I have 3 of them now. I did a little reel about them. And hi, Anne. How are you? Okay, you're just watching. Yeah, but you can't see everybody in the chat. Just you and Anne. But I'm going to share with you my favorite book. I haven't looked through this one yet. You guys, if you love books, I'm obsessed with this David the Gnome. Now, if you look up David the Gnome, like on eBay, that is it. They are expensive. expensive for the David the Gnome figures. They are this guy. What's his name? Well, I remembered how to say their name properly, and now I've forgotten how to say their name. The guy that's done David the Gnome. Reen Porvlet. He's created, here's David the Gnome right here. I know, Carla Ann, I hate every little thing. I hate seeing, like, the gnome stuff was like the Dollar Tree gnomes, and everything was gnomes. But I don't like those kinds of gnomes. But this one, I'm obsessed with this whole thing. And these series of books are amazing. And it's like a little biography on gnomes, like actual gnomes, actual ones. Not the pretend dollar store ones, but the actual gnomes. So it gives you like a historical background of the gnomes. But wait, the illustrations, the geographical range of where the real ones, the real gnomes live. There's a woodland gnome. This is David. Feet slightly turned inward to ensure great speed over grass. His toolkit. This is an elderly female gnome. She's 346 years old, which honestly, she looks pretty good for that age. But look at like physical appearance, laugh wrinkles. Their greetings, farewells, and good nights. Ooh, they rub little noses. But damn it, Janet. Damn it, Janet. These are really good. Hang on, Janet, because you really like Janet. They're showing the gnome boobies in this book. The female wears gray and khaki clothing. Until she is married, she wears a green cap. But after she gets married, she wears a red cap. And she's 96 years old, this girl is, and she's still shy. Although the female gnome has a substantial bosom. Hey, Val. I mentioned substantial bosom, and in walks Val. Substantial bosom, decreased gravity at her height allows her to go through life unencumbered by a brassiere. She ain't wearing no bra either. And so we should all want to be a gnome. But I love this book. Look, there's a little gnome skeleton. Gnome with his ears perked up. I'm telling you what. I love this book so much. Courtship, marriage, and the family. See, she's got her green. Did you know that? That in real life, a female gnome, when she's single, she wears a green cap. And then once she gets married, she wears a red cap. Look, they had little gnome babies. I don't know why that one has a green cap on. Oh, she's feeding a little bunny. A bolero. I don't know. House building. I just love this book because it's like it gives you glass. Did you know that gnomes were glass blowers? I'm telling you what. I just wanted to share it with you because I love it so much. And if you find, oh, look at these handsome fellas. Those are the gremlins or the goblins because they live in the forest as well. Yeah, if you get a David the Gnome signed, hand blown glass, then you got a gold mine. I don't know. Anyway, I love this book. I could sit and look at it all day. It's talking about the legends of the gnome. See, look at that. Isn't he cute? Well, it depends on who you ask, Shannon. But that little David the Gnome is the cutest darn thing ever. That would be a really cute tattoo of David the Gnome. A right bear? It's so cute. It's so cute. I love this book and it smells good. The ones I've been getting have the original dust jacket, but you can see it is embossed. Texas born. Good to see you, No Pales. I don't know. I just love that. I love this book so much. Okay. Well, I just wanted to share that with you. But like I said, if you find out in the wild a David the Gnome, and get it, because they sell for, I was like looking and I was thinking, oh, I want to have a little collection of these David the Gnomes. No, because I am not that wealthy. That would be a very expensive thing to collect. I'll just stick with finding random Cabbage Patch dolls in a bin at a garage sale. Nikki Moss. I was sharing the Book of the Gnomes, Nikki Moss. Oh, I got proper daily sip. We talked about that. Oh, before we get started, I want to do... Those are cute, Shannon. We'll read our... I about said we're going to read our proclamation. Our affirmation. Okay, Wednesday, October 15th. I won't let the idea of joy or contentment be dictated by someone else. That is a good sentence. Happiness comes in many shapes and sizes. Happiness for me will look different than happiness for others. That is the damn truth. That is the truth. Because listen, things that bring me joy, like finding Cabbage Patch Kids and finding toys and David the Gnomes and reading through that book, that brings me joy. Sitting on my back porch at night, playing my stupid matching games on my iPad brings me a sense of peace and joy. And that may seem dumb and stupid to other people, but it's not dumb to me. And I like it. And I like childhood wondrous things. And many people may think that that's stupid and silly and I should focus my attention on other things, but I don't want to. I'm not going to let other people dictate my joy, and you shouldn't either. You found an Ashley Bell doll and had no clue about it. You can always send me a DM. I always check my DMs, Carla Ann. I check them more than I check my phone sometimes. Just ask anybody. So do whatever makes set your soul on fire. Do you like chaka? Do you have a shelf full of crap? Then have your shelf full of crap because you like it and it makes sense to you. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. Okay. Good morning, Fran. How are you? Also, you can't really see it because the light. Let me see if I turn this light off. Do you see that Elvis light back there? That was $10 at a garage sale. It'll be more majestic at night. So if you're coming to the pop-up, or not, it's not a pop-up. If you're coming to the Vintage J out, November 15th and 16th, we'll turn all the lights out so we can stare at Elvis. Okay? Okay. Does anybody want to pop on and have a 30-second dance party before we get started on these books? Willie, you want to hop on? Nikki Moss? Anybody want to have a 30-second dance party? You got to actually dance. You got to actually dance. You need to get waking up. So we need to wake you guys up because you're a little quiet. Willie? Willie, are you at work? Don't make me do this by myself. I mean, I will. I did like Diane Keaton. I did. Willie, I'm asking you if you want to pop on real quick to do a 30-second dance party. John Jones, wake up. Wake up, John. Okay, I'm going to invite you. Are you ready, Willie? It's just for 30 seconds. Your sister won't care. is to make the people happy. And if he doesn't do it, then Bug, he always goes away. I hope that is just your hand and not little Willie, like you showed me the other time.
I'm too old to twerk.
I'm not saying that you have to twerk. Okay, are you
Okay.
ready?
Mm-hmm.
30-second dance party. You guys have to do it with us.
Here, let me sit you down. I'm gonna have to quit smoking.
Okay. Whoa! Willie's doing a little bit of spanking. I missed
I
his
gotta
belly.
quit
I'm
smoking.
just
I'm out of
glad that
breath. I need to go hit Daddy's oxygen.
I know 30 seconds is a long time.
All right, back to work. But it
All
was a
right, back to
blast.
work. Thank
Oh, hold on,
you.
hold on, hold on.
Willie was dancing, Dana.
Looky
You
here.
missed it.
Looky here. For anybody that thought I was joshing around.
Yeah, he really does have it. He really
Anyway,
does
that's
have it.
all.
Okay. Well,
Let's
thank
get
you
to
for
your
popping in.
sale.
Thank you for
Huh?
popping in.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye. Okay. He flashed us his belly. I missed it. Well, if you didn't know, he had cut his thumb and he had sent me a Marco Polo and it was just like, it was like that. And I was like, Lord have mercy. He is not, I hope that is, what are you doing? But it was his wounded thumb. Yeah, you'll have to watch a replay. Okay, well, now that we're all awake, we did our dancing. Now, listen, I will say if I invite somebody else to join in a 30-second dance party, it doesn't have to be another vamp seller. So Nikki Moss could have came in. And we could have had a dance party. So just so you know, one of these days I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to pick you. No, I wouldn't do that to you. Okay, so today, thank you, Melly. I'm glad. That's okay. You can dance in your PJs, Nikki. You can just do it from the head up. You can do this. Because I know if you're still in your pajamas, we're not like the gnomes in that book. We have to have things, Anyway. Hi, Shelly. Okay. So this is a book sale. So I have 20 lots. I have way more books in front of me than 20 lots, but I did grab a variety. And like I said, I did grab some of those cookbooks and I have a stack of the vintage Taste of Home magazines as well when they were good, because they're not good anymore. We were talking about that. You're still in your jammies. That's okay. That's okay. I have on the Bride of Frankenstein shirt today. And, I wish I was still in my pajamas. But I'm going to do this sale today, and then I'm going to get started on the shipping that I did yesterday. Also, I will say, too, I'm kind of thinking that I might I'll have to see what the schedule is, but I might pop on and do an additional sale on Friday and do I don't want to call it a clearance sale because I really want to get rid of, I really want to sell some of those smalls that I've had over there. So I might do it with the Monchi-Chis, the Cabbage Patches, and have a retro buyer's choice, but I'm going to start the lots much, much lower because I really want to clear off that area so I can use that area I want to do something different. So Bug is looking for an old typewriter old typing textbook. I know I don't have one of those pulled today, but I will keep. Does anybody else have one that sells on Vamp? Because you can do a private sale. You can do a private sale on Vamp because Bug is looking for one. Okay, so what would you like me to start with? I've got 80s chapter books. I've got those. I have the 1920s and 1930s. Good morning, Diane. Yearbooks. I've got. Okay, Brooke, did you see that bug? I got my watch on too tight. I'm just going to take it off. I've got some antique children's books. I've got cookbooks. I've got resource books. I've got readers from like the 20s and 30s. I got devil books, Halloweeny books. What would I'm probably just going to start with something. Okay. We're just going to start with something. So with this book poll. So this is lot number 1 and I'll take a picture of it and then, oh, witchy. Well, I don't think I have witchy ones. Ooh, witchy woman. Where is that one? Oh, but I've got Hell's Loose. I've got Psychology of Funeral Service. That's a great book. I've got The Devil, Demonology, and Witchcraft. This got a little bit of damage from I did not do that because I used undo. Christian Beliefs and Evil Spirits. So I know, isn't that great? And I put it on that side. So, but this is a Christian book, Becca. It's not a satanic book. Belief in the devil and other evil spirits of the Christian tradition is a topic that has been widely discussed in recent years. In the wake of Rosemary's Baby and The Exorcist, more people are wondering, is Satan really dead? Is there such a phenomenon as obsession or possession? In The Devil, Demonology, and Witchcraft, Henry Ansgar Kelly postulates his belief that the existence of evil spirits is not probable and suggests that Christians would be better off acting on the assumption that they do not exist. You're going to the asylum today? Ooh. That would be fun. So, okay. I don't know. I like this book. I'm going to run this one first. Maybe somebody will want this. This one is from... It's a revised edition. It was originally published in 1934. And this one is 1974. So this is the 1974 edition. Monsters of the Old Testament, Jewish traditions, the practice of the early Christians, early theories. So it's just like a chapter book. Henry Asgar Kelly, Christian Beliefs in Evil Spirits. All right. So starting at $8 for 30 seconds. Nice coffee table book. I wish that wasn't there, but it is. But this is, the author sets forth a history and analysis of the impact of demonological traditions developed with Judaism and Christianity over the centuries. So a great book for this time of year. Sometimes I just like the titles and the covers of books versus what's inside the book. Yeah, you could cover that up with something probably. All right. Well, this will be added. The books that don't sell, I'm adding to a stack of ones I need to take pictures of and get them listed. So I'm going to get that one listed. All right, let's go with something a little bit lighter. Like, well, it's a clown. But this is Number Stories. This is book 1. We got a stupid clown, but we also have a little monkey, a bear, a little Jack Russell dog. This is Curriculum Foundation series. Patty, Joyce wrote their names. Patty wrote her name in pen. She was very dedicated. Very, very dedicated, Patty, using your pen. Oh, Misty, you left the price tag in the book. Hang on, let me erase that. Sometimes I forget to check the insides. So this is the illustrations on this book are really pretty nice. Thank you, Tea Queen. That was very, very kind. This one is from 1932. But look at the little cover plates. Aren't they adorable? Is that a... Those dogs look like they're getting ready to attack that horse. So we've got part one. We've got Jojo is a little monkey. There's his little monkey family. Father and mother monkey. There's a lot of Jojos in this book. So this is a number book. So it's an arithmetic book from the 1930s. Full of monkeys. And bears. Okay, you ready for math? Which is most? 5 bears, 3 bears, or 8 bears? You should be able to. I don't know anything about a math though, Jerry. I don't know anything about... Oh, there's Frisky and Honey. This is Misty math. That's math I can actually do. You know what I have? Oh gosh, there's the stupid clown. We're going to the circus. I vlogged yesterday and I didn't end it, so I got to end it this morning. I hope I don't forget. Which will buy more? 1 nickel or 1 penny? This math I can actually do. But this is real. Look at the little bear on the back. Super cute. All right, this is going to be book number 2, starting at $8 for 30 seconds, and it is running. It's in really, really nice condition. And it's got a good smell. It really does. Thank you, Diane. These little readers, look, especially if you collect dolls or you collect bears, they look really, really nice. And this one is green. So if you've got the metal casserole, a lot of us have the little metal casserole holder, but we use it as a book stand. Then this is really, really nice because of the color at Christmas to do like red, green, red, green, red, green. Thank you so much, Diane. That one's coming to you. Yeah, I don't know anything about a Mac. So I wish I could help you more there, Jerry, but I can't. All right, I got another another children's reader book. Did you? I know. Those are really, really cute. They're really, really cute. I do know about mac and cheese too, Bug. I do know about mac and cheese. So this one's we're going to go on a trip to Healthland. Because I am the picture of health. Adventures in Health. So, Misty, I'm just going to keep this pencil next to me because I didn't erase the... Okay, this says, with love to Natalie Westcott from, I don't know what this... What is that word? What is that word? And why is she writing it in this health book? Like, could you imagine getting this for a gift? Here you go. Hi, Aileen. You're like, what are you trying to tell me, Grandma? That I need to read this health book? Like, why would you give a child a health book? They like to play make-believe. Oh my gosh, look, I didn't even notice that. What is that, a little green bean? Look at the little anthropomorphic green bean. Up there, talking to those children. Hi, boys and girls. I know, I gotta go to the post office to pick up my packages. This one is from 1928. And the whole synopsis of this is Buddy and Blossom live in the country in a little white houses that are side by side. Life is just one adventure after another for them. And each one seems to leave them wiser and happier, which is, of course, as it should be. But what is more, each adventure makes them healthier. And what more is there to be desired than that? Now we feel sure that every little boy and girl who reads about these adventures of Buddy and Blossom will unconsciously learn the truths that this little boy and girl learned, so that there will be great many more children in this world who are wiser and healthier. Oh, I haven't started it yet, Tech Queen. I tend to just jibber jabber a lot, but so Adventures in Health. So we got Buddy and Blossom. I want to say this book is in very, very good condition, but all of the pictures on the inside, with exceptions to just a few, are, oh my goodness gracious, what is this? These are the cleanaways. Look at that little boy in the bathtub, and see these little critters? Those are the cleanaways. That's a little frightening. Naughty little smud jimps. You think you're having fun, but look out for the cleanaways. They can make you run. What's a smud jump? I guess those are smud jump. Oh, those are smud jumps. I guess those aren't the cleanaways. It sounds Canadian. Well, that's kind of fun. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Look at the anthropomorphic vegetables. They look a little angry though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I will run this. I'm having so much fun looking at it. Mikey Milk Giver. I was once Molly Milk Giver. I guess that was a cow. Okay, I'm gonna run this one. This is lot number 3, starting at $8 for 30 seconds, and it's running. I like all the little anthropomorphic critters in here. This one is like, so where this one was more like a Christmas green, you can see this one is more of like a clover green, I guess you could say. And they look really, really nice together. So use your books not only to look through and read, but use them to make your displays. I want to find some more. This has a good smell too. You got to smell your books too. Look at that key cat. Susan. Oh, also, I have not done the shipping. Thank you, Susan, from yesterday. So if you only buy books today, I don't have them set as media mail when I created the listings because I knew I was going to be combining shipping. So if you only buy books, then I will make sure that that I'm sending them via media mail. So you probably will get a refund for your shipping. But I will make sure that everything is sent to you the safest and the cheapest way possible. So you might get a refund. And you've unlocked discounted shipping. Thank you, Bug. All right, let's try this one. I love this one. This is Miss Piggy's Rules. Now, are there any single ladies out there? So these are swine-tested secrets for catching Mr. Right, keeping him, and throwing him back when you've had enough. This is copyright 1997. This little piggy goes to the market. Well, these are the following guidelines that will help turn a silk purse into a sow's ear. You got to act nice. Hi, Amber. You have to put your best foot forward and follow Moa's rules. So you have to write a personal ad. So Miss Piggy's successful ad was gorgeous, trim, blonde, highly successful, extremely intelligent, and amazingly modest single pig looking for single frog, SF, I guess, with a PhD in LOVE with MG, I don't know, CDs and lots of shares of IBM. An unsuccessful ad would be slightly overweight, bleached, blonde, desperate, single pig looking for a single frog, any single frog. So it's just like it's a little fun book. That's what it is. So this is going to also start at $8 for 30 seconds, and it is running. 1997, How to Find Your Beloved. And it also includes a special bonus selection of Moa's Guide to Getting Even. I want to see that one. Moa's Guide to Getting Even throw out his baseball card collection, fix him up with your girlfriend, hide his remote controls, date his boss, marry his father, get Dennis Rodman to do his hair, cut his TV cable on Super Bowl Sunday. It sounds like some of these things might get you arrested. Mow his lawn to spell out the letters SCUM. You weren't, Shannon? I loved her. I always thought that she was a little mean to Kermit. And remember little Robin? Remember little Robin Frog? I always felt kind of sorry for him. All right, well, we're going to try this one. I'm going to include the bow. You get the bow as a bonus. But this is The Psychology of Funeral Service by Edward A. Martin. This is a nice blue book. And this was from Ed R. Yeager. This must be Yeager. Shirley Brothers Central Chapel, Indianapolis, Indiana. So this is just learning and memory, emotion, adjustment to mental conflict, grief, sentiment, why funeral service, human emotional satisfy. It's some sort of a textbook for someone who was in mortuary sciences. And it just gives like some tips, I guess, on funeral services and a little bit of history on funeral service. So I'm going to start this one as well at $8 for 30 seconds. I think this one sells for much more than that online, but I got a good deal on it. That bow doesn't look very good, but it's running now. Psychology of Funeral Service. So this is dealing with like the psychological aspects of funeral service. I just like the subject matter myself. It's just odd and different. And I like to have books like this on a bookshelf and people come over and they're like, oh, she's got a collection of books there. You can add that one to Miss Piggy's Rules of Dating and Devil Demonology and Witchcraft. And people will think you are right straight up a little nuts. I like that. Mortuary science book. Yeah. Something along those lines. Okay. Well, let's go. Now, y'all liked the Christmas book, and I found a couple more in my stash. So these are resource guides. We're not going to call them price guides because the pricing is outdated and it won't make any sense. And in fact, I don't even know if this one has. I don't think this one really has any prices in it. But look, we've got chenille ornaments. So it just tells some of the history. So like this says, candy canes are probably the most commonly found chenille decoration. Some other chenille decorations were made in the shapes of animals, human figures, and bells. Most chenille ornaments are simple and inexpensive. Not anymore. But people are attracted to them because they add a lot of color to the trees. I wouldn't say that they are inexpensive at all any longer. And then we've got, oh, look, I love these. These are Victorian fairy lights. Oops. Victorian fairy lights. So they're glass and they've got a little wire that goes at the top right there. Hi, Katie. And so you would put an actual candle in these and hang them from your actual tree. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't know this, Jay. Okay. This one says, notice the original, I'll show it to you in a minute, but notice the original shade on the jar in the center. Those shades are not easy to find. The jars were used to burning oil on water. The cobalt grape jar and the cobalt jar with a face are marked Henright and Company makers. The white milk glass holder and the two holders on the right are outstanding examples of early lamps. So look at this. It didn't, Alien. I can run it again. So I didn't realize that they would have had a top to them. Well, that seems much safer. But there's probably not very many more of them out there. But look at We've got the paper mache guys. Happy Santa and his drum. You have two with the 10 shades. I didn't realize that there were shades on them. Scrap and tinsel ornaments. The Christmas light bulbs. More paper mache postcards. So this is a really fun book. Some china, because it really doesn't give you, that's just the index. It gives you more of like the history about it. Okay, I will, I'm going to run this one first, Aileen, and then I'll do the funeral book next. So this one is book number 6. We're going to start it at $8 for 30 seconds, and it is running. This is just a fun one to just kind of look if you've got some Christmas collectibles, just to give you a little bit of knowledge about it, because we tend to just buy things and not really know. I'm trying to see when this was written. Oh, it doesn't say. But here's like some of the old world Santas. Oh, look at that. Paper mache light lamp. I think I have this guy. Oh no, I have a chalkware one. Ooh, look at that Santa. Good grief. All right, delights of mine. The Christmas book is coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, I will get Aileen. I'm going to run the funeral book. I'm just going to. You know what I have not been doing? Crap. Hang on. Hang on. I got to make sure. Where's my Post-it notes? I haven't been taking a picture. So I need to write down who bought these darn books. You guys didn't remind me. Let me get my Post-it notes. Golly gee. Oh, I went back and watched this whole thing. All right, so I know that Delights of Mine. Got that one. Delights of Mine. Who got the Adventures in Health? Susan, I think. Wait, did Susan get the... Diane got the number book. Now I'm going to take pictures of the rest. And Susan got the Adventures in Health book. Okay. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. Okay. Well, I that's what I just did, but on this one, hang on, let me go. Auctions. On this one, all I got to do is edit it. Take a picture. And okay. So now I got the picture on there. Good. Yeah, I'm glad. I like to take the pictures because I think it helps everybody. So we're going to start this one at $8 for 30 seconds. This is Psychology of Funeral Service. Let me look and see what the copyright date. I want to say it's probably from the 50s, 40s. Why are you not going to say? It doesn't say. That makes me insane. This is the 3rd edition, but it doesn't give a... Oh, 1950. 1950. I was correct in my guesstimation. All right. Aileen, that one is coming to you, girl. I don't need to put a sticky note on it because I took a picture. Okay. This book, I have looked at. This one's a good resource book, guys. It is. It is. It is. It is. This is the Fenton A to Z book. This one is the, there's a couple different, this might be the first edition. So this is a great book. If you want to know anything about Fenton, you're going to find it in this book for the most part. I do have a couple Fenton books. So we've got the Aqua Crest, the Blue Crest, the Sea Mist, Rose Pearl. We've got, oh, look at this beautiful Jack and Pulpit right here with that iris on it. So that one is Sea Green Satin Historic Collection. We do have a little bit of history of Fenton. Pink Blossom. Oh my gosh, look at all those romantic country berries and blossoms. Are those critters? Oh, Fenton. You need to take this to the Fenton lady, Val. Throw it at her. Throw the book at her. Honeycomb, Jade Opaline, Mulberry, Rosaline, Wisteria Lane, Purple Slag. All kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. All right, so I'm just going to do it this way with some of these books because it's just going to be easier. Okay, the Fenton book is starting at $10 for 30 seconds. I know. This is a great resource. I actually have a hardbound one too. That's a different version of it. But this is a really, really good book as a reference for you when you buy things and you're trying to list them. And sometimes you can put things on Google Images and it still doesn't give you the proper name for it. And there are many hardcore Fenton collectors out there that are specifically looking for, they'll type in the specific, Violet Satin XK 1999 historic collection. And you're like, I don't know what the hell that is. Rose Corsage, floral on spruce carnival. I didn't even know that was spruce. Teal marigold, looks a lot like spruce. But this here book will help you identify. All right. Finders Keepers by Lisa. You got that one. That's a great book. I've actually used that one quite a bit. Let's try this one. This is an older one, but this is kind of an interesting one too. Believe it or not, there are people out there that only collect glass shoes. Jackie, I do have some catalogs. I can run and get them. They're I think I have a Montgomery Ward and J.C. Penney's, but they're from the 80s and 90s. They're not old, but I can run over and grab them. I know exactly where they're at. So this is Shoes of Glass. Shoes of Glass. Those don't really look like shoes, but they are fantasy shoes by Charles Lawton. Not that Charles Lawton. Not Sandwich Man Charles Lawton, but apparently a glass. What is this book, though? Okay, look at this. Oh, my gosh. See all the little glass shoes? Karen, do you see my pumpkin? That was a gift from Karen. This is all glass shoes. Wow, look at that with that Latticino in there. That's pretty amazing. Are they just pictures? Shoes of Glass, and it also comes with price guide. This is from 1993-94. So we're not gonna pay attention to the prices, but I will include that. But it gives detail. So it has all those pictures, and then you can reference them by the number that's under the picture in this book. All right. Yeah, I didn't know. This whole book is dedicated just to Shoes of Glass. Wait, I'm going to use Shoes of Glass. I'm going to edit it. Put that picture there. Update the listing. And it is running, starting at $8 for 30 seconds. Shoes of Glass. Yeah, you're right. Some were matte strikers. I'm trying to see, but like they even have like some examples of some antique like advertisements for perfume. Some of them were perfume bottles. So here's the matte strikers, at least a drawing of it. And there's another like old advertisement. So yeah, you can, this is like plate 49, and then you go to where that plate, let's see, plate 49. And that's where it tells you all the information on all those shoes by the number that's there. All right, Chris, thank you so much. That one is coming to you. Shoes of Glass. Sounds so fanciful. All right, here's an antique book. It's so pretty too. Samantha at Saratoga. And I think that this is the one that I was trying to find the copyright and I could not. This is definitely an antique book that has the price tag or the price in pencil. Wait a minute, erase that. Samantha, I said Sarah. Samantha at Saratoga. It has one illustration, and I'm gonna assume that was that's Samantha. That is a really cool cover plate there. But I was looking for a copyright. It just says printed according to the Act of Congress in this year. Wait. I can't see the year. Okay, look at that. Wait, where's it at? It's right. I looked at it underneath a magnifying glass and I still could not. It's all muddled together, but I'm going to say it's 18 something. 1870 something would be my guess. So it's so little. And it's in, we have a little bit of rubbing at the corners, but I have no idea what this book is about. Oh, I guess there are more illustrations on the inside. And I told him, Agent Kinder Sharp, that I wasn't thinking about Bueller. I didn't know any such a place or name. I wish he would call all things right. Well, he was so dead tired by this time that we not sail homewards. That is, my feet was tired and my bones, but my mind seemed more rousted up than common. Oh, 1887. Okay, well, I was in the ballpark. No, Misty. Do this. Stage. We're going to edit it. Make that picture the first picture. Nope. Update listing. And it is running, starting at $8 for 30 seconds. So the colors, you can see, this is gray. And we've got orange and very much like a mint green. Samantha at Saratoga. And it's written by Holly. But this says Samantha at Saratoga or Racin' After Fashion by Josiah Allen's wife, Marietta Hawley. Author of Samantha of the Centennial, My Opinions and Being, My Wayward Partner. I know. Yay, Melly! That one's coming to you. Thank you so much. Okay, well, I've got an antique children's book. This is Counterpane Stories. And this is Mary Ann from Uncle Penny and Aunt Garley. It says 1930, December 25th, 1932, but I think that this book is much older than that. It's made in the USA. Okay. Ooh, I like these anthropomorphic things. Okay, all of you Roman numeral people, you ready? Why can't they just print the year? I don't understand. Okay. MCMXXXII. So that's 30. Is that 32? Is that 1932? Look at me. Math. 1932. That's not an antique. Okay, it's not an antique book. Looks like it. But look at those anthropomorphic carrots. Look at those little goobers. Look at this one's legs. Oh, it's antique. Oh no! His boasting was put to an end. Apparently, someone pulled him out of his hole and he died. Look at all those other little carrots coming out of their holes. Now, some naughty child did use some crayon in this book, unfortunately. Oh, but look, we've got What Made the Fairies Dance. Such a pet. Oh my gosh, here they sit eating their porridge. That is an awesome graphic right there. I love moons with faces. The man in the moon came down too soon and landed first at Norwich. He took Billy Boone on a trip to the moon, and here they sit eating their porridge. The new year. Oh, look. We got little prixies running around. Mother Goose Rhymes. That's kind of fun. I didn't really look through this fully. Okay, I think that there might be The Foolish Little Chicken, The Search for Bo Peep. There is some culturally insensitive illustrations in here. There are. So I just want you to be aware of that. I feel like I want to look through all these now because I love the graphics. Oh, look, Naughty Nanny. Naughty Nanny. Hi, Emily. I was just telling everybody that, I was telling Susan, who's watching, because I was like, we're got to wait on Emmeline to get here so we can have our going to the bins day. All right, so Counterpane Stories, 1932. It's going to start at $8 for 30 seconds, and it's running. Naughty Nanny is your stripper name. Okay, so don't they say that your stripper name is thank you, Miriam, your middle name? No, the name of your first pet and the street that you lived on, right? So my stripper name, you're only 3 hours away. Are you coming today? Are you coming today? You can. You can come today. Thank you. Thank you, Miriam. You should. We're going to go out to eat tonight at the new restaurant here in Bedford that we can walk to. You should come. Guys, tell Emmeline that she should come today. She's so worried about wearing out her welcome. But I told her that that's blasphemy. You should come today. Oh, Rose. Okay, so we're talking about our stripper names. So JJ St. Louis is Karen's name. I love your Boomer Rocky River. Rose's is Smoky Beaver. Rose, you might have the best. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I did. Wait, did I? Let me check. I didn't. Thank you, Becca. Becca, I gotta have Becca to keep me on track. Miriam bought that one. Thanks, Becca. But Smoky Beaver might be the best one yet. How did you say you were determining the stripe? Are you talking to me, Katie? Portfield Tinky. No, it's the name of your pet first, and then. So would you be Tinky Portfield? Mine is Fritz Fall Creek. Fritz Fall Creek. But my parents gave me a stripper name, Misty Dawn. I was born with one. I was born with my stripper name. Okay. Well, here is another one of those kinds of books. Snowflake First. I don't know, guys. I still think Rose has the best one. Smoky Beaver. Yeah, your stripper name, Penny Sue. It's the name of your first pet and the road, the road that your first house was on, like growing up. All right, so this is it's a little separate from the cover, some pages. So Claude Sheets got this December 25th, 1901. So this one is an antique. Oh, look at her. On to the beach. Now there is some tape. This was 1901. Bright summer days. Charming stories, especially written for young people. My goodness, look at this. Look, bug. Look at the bugs. Isn't that beautiful? That's the first page. Look at those little puppies. That little girl is Rose, you won the stripper contest. Do you love butter? Why, yes, I do. That's what that says. Do you love butter? The buttercup. There's not a flower in all the fields can charm me like the buttercup. Well, I like just butter. A little lass with golden hair, a little lass with brown, a little lass with raven locks went tripping into town. She went tripping into town. So these are just little short stories, but the illustrations are amazing in here. The reason why, look at that. I'm sorry, I get so lost in these books. You guys are like, okay, Misty, enough. The Grumblers. Oh, look at her. Frisky Curry. I like that, Paula. Oh, look at this little chubby girl. She's trying to get the goldfish. The Street Player. Okay, anyway, this is 1901. It's going to start at $8. I'm going to take a picture of it so I don't forget. Okay, starting at $8 for 30 seconds, and it's running. Look at that grumpy dog. The illustrations are lovely. Here is the back of it. So you could totally just display this book like this, but for a summertime display, you use your little, your little, where'd mine go? Your little plate rack thing. And you can prop that up and put a display in front of it. So that would be a great summer display. It does have a little of the cover art missing right there, but you could do either side. All right. And Emmeline, I don't have to ship this. I will do a workaround. So I won't have to ship that. I will refund your shipping. All right, let's go. Okay, let me try these just because I'm curious. And I grabbed them as soon as I got here this morning, but I'm going to sell the entire stack. So this is an entire stack. Now, these are Taste of Home this is from 2000, I think. Yeah, they're 2000, 2000, 2000. There's a couple 2001s and a couple 2002. But this is when they were good. Taste of Home Quick Cooking. There are a couple of them that are missing their covers, but this one is quick. Okay, I guess they're all quick cooking, but they have all these recipes in them. When they were actually easy to follow and actually really good. Thank you, Miriam. Catch-all casserole. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3. This one is missing the cover. 4, missing the cover. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's catch all casseroles. Oh, look at those fudgy buttons. Anyway, so all of these. I used to get their magazines too. And I subscribed to their subscription box, and it's crap now. You used to get a beautiful cookbook, full color, beautiful cookbook and kitchen gadgets. Now they don't even send you a cookbook anymore, and you get crap from Temu. It's horrible. So they need to go. They need to go back. So you're gonna get all, what did I say, 11 magazines, and I'm gonna start them at $8. I'm gonna edit, take a picture, move that picture over, and it's running. All of these. Well, I did. I ordered a lot from, this shirt came from Temu, actually. But you're going to get all of these. So I thought I would just give them a try. They're from 2000, 2001. Great recipes in here. And if you know, you know. The recipes on here they're very easy to follow. And they always turned out pretty good. This was kind of before Pinterest. You know, we always save those Pinterest recipes. And then that kind of made this magazine not as popular as it once was. But all right, I'm going to set those aside, and I'll list them all as a lot. I have more cookbooks, but I'm going to do this one first. This one is the Kewpie Primer. I already have this book. I don't need 2 of them. So this is Rose O'Neill. This was originally an antique book, and they reprinted it. Let me erase the price out of it. Oh my gosh, look at the Christmas picture here. All of the Cupes on that Christmas tree. The Kewpie Primer. This book is our version of the antique. This one's from 1980. It doesn't say, let me see if it says when the original one was. I don't think it says. The Kewpie Primer. This is Kewpie. She is a good Kewpie. See the good Kewpie? Do you see the good Kewpie? Do you like the Kewpie? I like the good Kewpie. This Kewpie is good. All Kewpies are good. I like all Kewpies. Okay. It's a primer. So it's for a young child. The Kewpie chief says, "Good morning. My name is Wag." Good morning, Wag. See the flag on my head, Wag says? See the K on the flag? The K stands for Kewpie. There's Wag. He's the Kewpie chief. This is the Kewpie army. Oh my gosh. There's Wag. My name is Cook, the Cook Cupie. There's also, I showed them yesterday. Let me find them again. The Mercupes make an appearance. The Cupie Cloud Ship. Gosh, let's find the Mercupies just because they're adorable. Look, there's Santa Claus in the Cupies. Come on, Mercupes. You were down here on the corner. There's a Valentine Cupie. The Cupie Parade. I promise they're in here. Well, we're not going to find them, but Mercupes. They're in here, I promise. So we're going to edit this so we can take a picture. Scroll over, update listing, move to stage, starting at $8, and it's running. It's a really cute book. My Country 'Tis of Thee, sung by the Cupes. Ahoy, here's a good mariner. You can see, oh wait. Yeah, you can see Mercupes down there. But there is a whole other page of Mercupes. Dottie Darling. This is Dottie Darling with her Cupe. Wouldn't it be crazy if the Cupies just came and paid you a visit? All these little baby Cupies. Do you remember what his name is? Do you remember? Hi, Carrie. Do you remember? It's a quiz. What was that Cupie's name? Wag. Carrie, thank you so much. That is coming to you. It's Wag. The Cupie with the flag on his head is Wag. He's the Cupie chief. All right, these I'm going to sell together. They're 2 autograph books. I love, you could be very voyeuristic. I'm going to do these. I'm going to do some of the yearbooks that I brought. But this was Wanda. This was her book. Please write in my book. Whether you write with letters fat or with letters curly and small, I will look at them in the future and say, they're my friends. I remember them all. Listen, do you guys are like the people that signed your yearbooks? You're like, I don't care if I ever see these people again. Is that just me? I want to remember the names of my teachers. Okay, December 27th, 1941. Dear Wanda, roses are red, violets are blue. Candy is sweet, and so are you. Oh, that's from her mother. That doesn't count. Dear Wanda, remember me early, remember me late. Remember me night that we stood. Remember the night that we stood at the gate. That was from Norman. Dear Wanda, I love my wife. I love my baby. I love my biscuits soaked in gravy. Amen. Amen. Your friend Luana. Dear Wanda, when you get morning and live across the lake, this person needs to figure out how to write properly. Please send me a piece of your wedding cake. Francis, you didn't spell wedding correctly either. Dear Wanda, girls' love is like gold, hard to get and hard to hold. Boys' love is like stuff. Get one sniff and that's enough. Ooh, look at that person. Made it all colorful. Dear Wanda, if I were a little pig rotting in your yard and you were a little dog, would you bite me very hard? What the hell? Please remember me as one of your friends. Yours truly, Eleanor. Oh, rutting. I was like, rotting? Okay. This one. Doris wrote a novel. Dear Wanda, may your days be full of pleasure and your future be always bright. So refrain from ever wandering from the pathway of the night. Oh, that was from her teacher. Okay, so that was one. This other one, is this Wanda's? This is also Wanda's. She lived in Spencer, Indiana. My school chums. My friend so dear, your autograph, please sign here. This is from 1946. Okay, I'll just read a couple of these because I want to. Dear Wanda, when twilight folds, no, I'm not going to read. That's from her aunt. Those aren't going to be fun to read from her mother and her aunt. We want juiciness. That's from her aunt too. Was this for her family? Dear Wanda, commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. That's from her aunt. This person though, I remember this person, man, they drew, look at that. That's their artwork. That could be framed. Frank Morris. Frank Morris drew that. Okay, you're going to get both of them. And they are embossed. Autographs. And then this one, autographs. So these are also going to start at $8, and you're going to get both of them. Let me take a picture. And, let me swap that picture. Boop. And it is running, starting at $8 for 30 seconds for the 2 embossed autograph books. These honestly look really nice in a display as well. And they're just kind of fun to go through and read. They're full. So there's a lot more to read than the ones that I have read to you. I wish you all the luck and happiness that you deserve. Your cousin. Dear Wanda, come all the way down across the page to see my name. You're till the Mississippi rubber. I don't understand that. Miriam, those are coming to you, girl. We'll have fun with those. All right, let me try. Oh, okay. So I'm from Anderson, Indiana. I was born and raised, and so was Mark. We did not go to Anderson High School. Anderson High School is no longer, well, it is. They've consolidated all the schools. We went to Madison Heights. We will forever be Pirates. The Madison Heights Pirates. Now they've consolidated, and we used to be rivals with Anderson Indians. And then they consolidated and made it Anderson High School. They closed the original Anderson High School and moved those students to Madison Heights, which is now Anderson High School. But anyway, I have a couple of yearbooks. So this is 1930, The Indian. And if you know, you know. If you've ever been to an Anderson Indians game back in the day, they had an amazing I think it was during halftime. I don't know if it was during halftime or if it was before the game started. I don't remember, but they did like a whole Indian Maiden, and it probably wouldn't be able to happen today, but it was a whole beautiful thing. And there actually might be a picture of it in here, but this is 1939 and published by the senior class, 1930. The artwork in here, I'm going to see if I can find that. See, the building is still standing, but they don't have any. The wigwam was the gem. It was an amazing. I just have such fond memories of going to a basketball game at the wigwam. Just fond memories. Let me see if I can. We've got the faculty. So here are the students, and it's got like little write-ups of who they are and what clubs that they were in. But I'm kind of wanting to go to see if I can find. We got the band. So the candidates and stuff are in here. Okay, those are the underclassmen. The honorary society. It's probably in with the sports. Oh, there are some signatures in the back of this. And I like looking at the advertisements too. Okay. Golfing. Athletics. I thought for sure it would be. Let me see if it's at the beginning of the athletics. Sorry. Did you see the couple who bought a school in Indiana? I have. And I know that they have a YouTube channel, and it's really kind of fascinating what they've done. But man, I couldn't imagine all the money. See, it's not in here. But you can see they've got like the senior class candidates in there. Hi, Dennis. You're in France? Oh, I'd love to come to France someday, Dennis. Look at this knee-high ad. So the advertisements are pretty neat in here too. Delco Remy. I worked at Delco Remy for a summer. Coca-Cola. So there are some signatures in here too, but just signatures. And this one for autographies is what it says. Autographies. Okay, so we're gonna try this one. This is also gonna start at $8. Let me edit it. Edit. Update listing. And it's running. 1930 Anderson Indian Yearbook, or annuals. Did anybody else used to call them annuals? I always called them a yearbook, but I always hear people call them, did you get your annual yearbook? Did you guys get your yearbook every year? That was always my favorite thing to do, is to get a yearbook. And my brother and I were 5 years apart, so we never, like, it was never an option that we would share a yearbook. But there were times when I considered making my kids share, because they're expensive. And I was like, no, I would have hated to share a yearbook with my brother. I would have hated that. All right. Well, here's a big cookbook. This is Betty Crocker's cookbook. Betty Crocker, queen of the kitchen. This is a spiral bound. It looks like brand new. So it's easy as 1, 2, 3. So appetizer. So we have all these dividers in this one. Quick breads, cakes and frostings, cookies, desserts, yum, eggs and cheese, yum, meats, bleh, main dishes. I thought that said pets. We're not cooking our pets here. Pies, preserves, relishes, and garnishes, salads, soups. Oops, I missed the cover art. Soups, vegetables, and special helps. And you can add in recipes and stuff too. And like Bug says, this is a great one if you're a junk journaler. So the cover art on here is great for like a full-size junk journal thing. You can add your little things to it. There's just one little like ink spot on the back, but it's in really, really good condition. So I am going to run this one. We're going to take a picture. I will come to the point where I'm going to have to take pictures of all of them, because I only did 20 lots. Boop. All right, I'm going to start this one at 10. Starting at $10, and it is running. It's in really, really good condition. Just a little bit of wear on the corner here, but if you open it up, it doesn't even look like someone's even looked at the pictures in here. We do have, I mean, a lot of recipes in here. It's full. It is full of recipes. And this would look good in your kitchen. If you've got a vintage inspired kitchen, this kind of goes right along with that. You can just put it as a display on your shelf. So that is the cookbook with the difference. That difference is Betty Crocker. I want that right now, but not from the Melting Pot. Oh, I still can't believe that. All right, I have another Betty Crocker. This is Betty Crocker's Do It Ahead cookbook. Betty, she was an actual person. This one's spiral bound. This is from 1974. Well, it was originally 1972, but this one was the 1974 edition. But they're plan ahead. Veal with tomato sauce. You got to plan that ahead, right? There are pictures in here. Chicken almond casserole. That honestly sounds really good. Chicken gravy. Appetizers. Unusual sandwiches for the freezer. Deviled ham chili sauce. Sardines. No, I don't want any of those. But again, junk journaling. This would be another good option for that as well. So I'm going to add this one. We're going to add a picture. Starting at $8 for 30 seconds, and it's running. Betty Crocker was created in 1921 in advertising. And so she wasn't a real person? Well, who the heck is this? Who the heck is that? Isn't that Betty? She was a fictional character for advertisements. Is that not a real pic? You guys, is this early AI? Well, I feel like, who is that? Who is that? Oh, man. We've been lied to our whole lives. Everything's a lie. I suppose you're going to tell me right now that Shaka wasn't real. And the gnomes. They're real. Is the lady here that still wanted me to run a catalog? Should I go get a catalog? I know exactly where they're at. Okay, this is a vintage, almost an antique. No, Diane, she's not. Are you here to tell me the Little Debbie isn't real too? Is Little Debbie? I mean, I knew Little Debbie wasn't. I knew Little Debbie wasn't real, but Betty Crocker? Is Marie Callender a real person? What about the Gordon Fisherman? Huh? Trust the Gordon Fisherman. Know your heirlooms, people. You better, this man is going to lecture you about knowing your heirlooms. So this is Thomas H. Orsby, is one of the outstanding authorities on American antiques and the craftsmen who made them. I'm going to say, I mean, this is all about tomatoes. You must know your heirloom tomatoes. Marie Callender was, okay, so she was an actual person. Thank the Lord for that. So this is from I think this one's from the 1930s. It does have its original dust jacket, but it's a black book, so it's great for this time of year. Know your heirlooms. This honestly is a pretty decent book, especially for furniture. So that's the first chapter. And it does give you some history, and it gives you some illustrations. This is a large New England gate leg table. So if you come across furniture a lot, then there are times when you've got, I actually have a table that has it's actually in Emma's house right now. They use it as their dining room table. But this gate leg table, I always just call it a drop leaf table. But depending on the way that the leaf drops and the legs are, so this is a butterfly table. So they all have these drop leaves on them. So it's just kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of something. So furniture. But then when he does go into like different pottery, Commodore's Perry Victory on large Staffordshire pitcher, wine pitcher, Wedgwood Jasperware. And so like it breaks off into photos and then gives you some more information. So there is a lot of really good information in here, even though this book is quite older. Old and not so old silver. So I'm going to try to find the copyright. I want to say, yeah, this is 1956. But it was originally written in the 1930s. It's not about tomatoes. It's not about tomatoes. But know your heirlooms. Gonna edit. And update the listing. And it's running. Know your heirlooms. Honestly, if you take the dust jacket off, I kind of like it better like that. So again, if we're talking about using books in our displays, this would kind of be a good one. Or to even have on your shelf with your other price guides. 1950s, Know Your Heirlooms. Thank you, Miss Julianne. I also have some vintage magazines that I can run in some lots. I've brought more cookbooks and some more children's books. Thank you so much, Miss Julianne. That one is coming to you. Let's try another resource book. This one's Westmoreland Glass. Westmoreland Glass. This one, again, is a reference guide. This one is nice, though, too, because it has a lot of, like, old advertisements for Westmoreland. And it gives a history about Westmoreland glass, the labels, the marks, the early marks, patents and different shows, cut crystal. So it gives you a lot of research. But then it goes into some of the patterns. Like this fan vase is from 1901. The 1901 mini line was designed regular scallop. This fan vase was made in just one size. And in 1932, it was available in crystal and colors. And in 1940, it was discontinued. You did? Oh, yeah, I saw that I had another booking, but I didn't have time to go in and see who it was. Diane Gladstone! I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Greece. Yay! Now, we need 10 bookings to make it officially happen. So tell your friends, have them join. I only have a couple more spots open for the discounted price. So if you're thinking that you want to go, you should go with us. All right. So anyway, there's a lot of great information in this book. So this is a really, really good one with just full of information. All right. So this is number 18. We're going to edit it and add a picture. And it's going to start at $8 for 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, Michelle, he would. The husbands have a great time. We force them to. No, it's a lot of fun. And the thing of it is with these trips is that they're so planned out. And everything is like down to the minute. The itinerary is incredible. And so you do a lot of history. We'll be doing a lot of eating on this one. We're going to go on a catamaran trip. We have a day where we can just relax at the beach because we're staying at a beach resort. So it's just going to be a lot of fun. So there's a lot of things that you can do with the group because the itinerary is like all planned out for us, but you have opportunities to go off and do your own thing as well. So you don't have to be with the group the whole time. You can have some opportunities to like go on a date, or if you want to go and watch the sunset with just you and your partner, or you and your daughter, or you and whoever goes with you. So it doesn't have to be you and your husband. You can take a friend. You could take a dog, a child. Well, an adult child, let's say. And then, or, I don't know. It's just fun. I can't wait to eat the food. All right. Westmoreland glass. I will add that in. Boy, I got a stack of things I got to take pictures of. All right. Let's try. Oh, this is a good one. Now, I can never remember patterns. Even looking through this book, I still will not remember any of the patterns. But this is a glassware pattern identification guide. So this is really, really good because, okay, so this is Lancaster Glass Company. It was made in 1932 and it came in pink. And there were 3 different, and this is a console, so it probably had candlesticks with it as well. So it gives you the pattern, who made it. I'm trying to find one that okay, here's jadeite. Jadeite shell, Anchor Hawking. It was made from 1963 to 1968. Comes in the jadeite color, and there are 13 different items in that. So that's the shell. I've always just called it a swirl, but the official name is shell. So, Payton Glass Company from the 1930s. I've seen this pattern. This is the Gothic Garden Etch. Anchor Hawking. This is the Georgian. We've seen this pattern before. Also, I want to show you something here in a minute. But all right, so patterns to learn patterns on glass. We will try this one. Edit. And starting at $8 for 30 seconds. Thank you, Diane. There's the back. Scrolled Fluted is this glass pattern's name. And it was made by Imperial Glass Company from the 1930s. It also came in pink, green, and crystal. Sanibel from the Duncan Glass Company in the 1940s. This is the Sanibel pattern. Crystal, opalescent, blue, pink, or yellow. Thank you so much, Miss Julianne, for that. You've unlocked discounted shipping. I have had gyros. That's about the extent of the Greek, other than like feta cheese. And so I know that they eat a lot of lamb in Greece. I'm not a big meat eater, so I love the fresh food, the freshness of the food. All right, more price guides. This one is, it's an ex-library book, and it is on Lefton China. Look at that. Meow, meow. We have Miss Priss in here. This is a paperback book, Lefton China. This one's really nice because it tells you about the marks and the stickers. So like the red stickers with gold trim were used in standard or medium size items. And then they've got, I've not seen one with this black and gold one right here. The standard or medium size black stickers with a larger border may have been used during the same time frame as the red sticker with the same lettering from the 1960s to the 1980s. But it does have, I want to say, No, that was the first page. Look, meow. We got Lefton animals. Oh my gosh, look at the skunk holding the flower. Look at the bulls. Those look like they got Joseph. No, it just has the name of the bull. Lefton. Mom and baby kangaroo bank. Look, there's the pig. We've all seen that pig before. Christmas. Man. George Zoltan Lefton. Look at how cute that little plate is. Isn't that adorable? There's more Christmas. Lefton Christmas. The holly. Look, there's Miss Priss. Little Miss Dainty. Mushrooms. It's just, you can kind of get lost in looking through all this stuff. There's the Little Mother series. I like the Little Mother series. Okay. And there's the little boys. So we got our Lefton days of the month, or the angels, you know. Planters. Oh, the mermaids. And the yellow birds and the fish. And there's more Miss Dainty up there. Okay. This is also going to be $8. Move to stage. Let me take a picture. Edit. Next. Update listing. And it's running. Lefton. The Lefton. This is more, I mean, it does give you, oh, look at that. The little elf teapot. I would love to find that. It does give you price, but we don't pay attention to that. Brown bunny salt and pepper shakers. The little Lefton Cupies is under miscellaneous figures. Little photo frames. I love this one. All right, Shell Bell is winning. This is an ex-library book. Did you know that you could check out, like, some libraries will have these resource books that you can check out? But I kind of like to have a physical book to keep for myself. All right, Shell Bell, that one is coming to you. I've got Watt pottery. My mom collected, well, no, you have to return those. I like to have books that I buy that I don't have to return because then I can smell them. Library books smell good, though. This is updated values, but okay. My mom collected Watt pottery. But these, I always thought that these were McCoy. But they're not. They're made by Watt. Watt pottery. We've got the pansy pattern. My mom collected the apple pattern. See? The apple series. There are different, from what I remember, there are, if you've got, depending on how many leaves is the year it was produced, I think. They're from the 1950s, and it ran for 10 years. It was not only the bestseller for Watts, but it was the most sought-after pattern for Watt collectors today. There are a few variations of the apple pattern. Earlier pieces have the deep red apple surrounded by 2 green leaves. So if you've got Watt pottery, okay, Jackie, I'll go get them. With 2 leaves, then they're older. They have 3 leaves or more leaves, then they're a bit newer. Other variations include reduced decoration in the apple, which the apple looks like a red heart, the open apple showing the apple's core, and double apple with 2 apples. These variations, which are pictured on the following 3 pages, are more difficult to find. So there is the apple that looks like a heart. That is the apple core and the double apple. So, all right, I'm going to run this one. Diane, it's the best. It's the best fun. And then I'm going to go grab those catalogs. So, edit. We're going to take a picture of this one. No, there we go. It was being a little slow. And come on, picture. Why did it not let me save it? Edit. Picture. Well, I don't understand. Oh, wait, I got to do this. Restart auction. Good grief. Watt pottery book. Update listing. Move to stage. And it's running. Here, you can see the top of the book. The Watt pottery book. I'm going to go grab those catalogs. Watt pottery. It doesn't always have apples on it, though. Not always. These are hip. Hip. Oh. Here I come. Oh, my phone's ringing too. Which one of my family members is calling me right now? Who's calling me? Oh, potential spam. Oh, potential spam. All right. Bug, are your sales in the morning? Okay. Okay, these are the 3 catalogs. Oh, they're heavy. Now, I have not gotten the stickers off of it. I will. This one is Fashion World from 1985. It's an oversized. Oh, this is Spiegel. Spiegel from 1985. Ooh. I was looking at Home World Spring 1985 from Spiegel. This is the front of it. I don't know why we've got. I don't understand. 1985. Well, yeah. That looks like 1985. Look at this pillow. Who else had those pillows in their house? Those quilted. Honestly, a lot of the things in this catalog. Oh, yeah. This stuff is coming back. That's coming back. Look at the curtains. The curtains match, or the carpets match the drapes. Wow. Did anybody else have a canopy bed? Ooh, look at that. They got a changing table screen behind their bed. We got Tech Line. Well, let's get out of the bedspreads and look at. Ooh, yeah, look at that. So we're approaching the 90s. Because in my mind, I'm thinking that kind of looks like things I remember in the 90s, but we're approaching the 90s. Oh, here's the children's bedding. Oh, look! Rainbow Bright! Cabbage Patch. I have that pillowcase. Cabbage Patch. Rainbow Bright. Basics. Don't be basic. We got appliances. Do we have toys in here? Oh, we got camcorders. How much was this camcorder? $1,500. $1,500. B is also almost $1,600. The VCR, $400. For answering machines and cordless phones. $200. $200. That's crazy. Oh, look, we turned right to the underpants. So you look at it this way, and it's your house things. You look at it this way, and it is clothing from 1986. Oh, look at the big metal, colorful metal earrings. That is an 80s dress. I miss catalogs too. Okay, so let's run the 1985 Spiegel. This one, well, I think I can. Move the stage. Restart auction. Hang on, I'm gonna edit. Okay, it is starting at $12 for 30 seconds. This oversized 1985 Spiegel. You got clothing on this side, and you flip it over, and you have things for your home on that one. 1980, yeah, 1985. I don't really care about the clothes stuff. I'm just more fascinated with all this home stuff. Oh, look, the consoles for your microwave. Pillows, your draperies, your mini blinds, your rugs, your clocks. All right, that one will be, I gotta get my thing back. You get back over here, cart. All right, so these are the other ones that I have. This one's JCPenney's Spring and Summer 1989. 1989 JCPenney Spring and Summer. So we're in the 90s, pretty much. Oh my gosh, look at the LA gear. I had loved my LA gear. Okay, so those LA gear tennis shoes, B. $54.99. I mean, they were still pretty expensive. Oh, I thought that those were, no, I thought those were something else. I was wrong. Oh my gosh. Get in shape, girl. Get in shape, girl. Look at how shiny she is. Wow. Man, prom. Let's get physical. Oh, wow. Look at those bridesmaid dresses. I want to get physical. Oh, there's some crimped hair in here. I was looking at the shoes because I thought there were jelly shoes in here, but I was wrong. They were like little sandals. Ballet. They got ballet shoes in here? There aren't any toys in here. The fashion in here is pretty fun. Man, I really want to find some. Oh, Kenny Rogers had a clothing line. I didn't know that. I really want to find some bum equipment. Wait. Jackie. What did Jackie say? Sorry, I missed it. I want all of them, just not sure what I'm doing in the bids. Do you see, Jackie, do you see a place that you can bid? You have to make sure that you are, that you have your payment information all set up. So I can wait a few minutes to run the rest of the catalogs if you need some time to do that. Your address and your payment information. And you only have to do that one time. Then no matter what sales you go into on district as a whole, you're good to go. You only have to do that one time. And it's secure. We use the same payment processor as Amazon. So it's secure for both the buyer and the seller. So that one, I got that one from 1989. This one, it's still wrapped It's a Sears. It's still wrapped in the thing. This one, but it just slides out. Somehow. I don't want to ruin it. I missed the sale last night with the calendar. Oh, I can't get this off. I really just feel like I just want to take it off. I'm just taking it off. I'm just taking it off. No one's going to keep that on there anyway. But this is Sears. Oh, we've got a little bit of folding on there anyway. This is Sears 1993. This is when I graduated high school. 1993. It's 1993. Oh, yeah. Oh, see, does this one have bum equipment? And, like, where's the teen stuff at? Oh, there's the bras. Do you guys remember bum equipment, pasta, the sweatshirts? You don't see those anymore, Melly. Where are they at? There have to be. I always look for them when I go to thrift stores. Never. And I have for years, even before like all the t-shirt bros and stuff would go and buy up all. I've looked for them for years. And I just never, ever see them. I loved bum equipment and pasta. You remember you used to get them from Maurice's back in the day. So I will wait a few more minutes on the Union Bay. Yes. See, I didn't see any of that in here. Like, at some point, I sit and wonder, did they even ever exist? Was that in my imagination? I'm trying to find, like, the teen area. We don't. I think we just go right in from adults to babies. Yeah, we go from adults to bras. That's a shame. Okay. Look on Poshmark. Okay, I'll have to do that. They were so oversized. Of course, they wouldn't be oversized now. They wouldn't be oversized now, but they were back in the day. Okay, I love this book. Oh, Esprit. Yes, Michelle. Oh my gosh. Esprit. And you thought you were hot crap when you wore those sweatshirts. And remember IOU, bum equipment, and IOU. IOU in cross colors. All right. Ooh, look what I just turned to this. Spooks, Phantoms, and Halloween. Look at the paper mache. So this is Dime Store Days. I love this book. It was just interesting to look through. So it's one man's remembrance of an age that is long gone, a recollection of a time that is still very much alive in the world of fantasy. Lester Glassner spent his childhood in the B movie places and 5 and 10 cent stores in the 1940s and the impressive throve of 30s and 40s dime store junk. In this book brings to life the dazzling phosphorescence of America's buoyant past. So this is like kitsch. This is like kitsch that they would sell in the 5 and dime stores. Like there's some Disney things in here. So it's just like all kinds of things that you would see in a 5 and dime. The Snow White things. And like in B movie, there's the soda fountain. Universal Pictures. The toys and just junk. The ads. Oh, I would love to have a lot of the things that are in here. Hollywood personalities, Life magazine, Spooks and Phantoms. So this is just a really, really, I loved it. Like Woolworths and the 5 and Time stuff. So I'm going to run this one. See, I can just do it this way and I'll take that picture out and I'll put this one in. And I got to do this first. I got to restart the auction. Edit. Take that out. Remove. Put this one in. Update listing. Misty, get it together. There we are. And move to stage and start it. And it's running. Dime Store Days. It's just really, and I love this picture on the back. So this is just a really, really fun. And it does give a little bit, he talks about his childhood and what he remembers about going to like the movie theaters and seeing all the, look, there's chalkware, the Tutti Frutti. Carmen Miranda often got dressed like a dancing strawberry banana split, and when she did, there was just no stopping her. Her enormous influence on the artificial fruit industry made the kitchens and dining rooms of my childhood resemble orchards of wax, plaster, and paper ornamentation. Save waste fats for explosive and nuke them to your meat dealer. What? There's the patriotic stuff. It's just fun. It kind of takes you to a days gone by. Oh, Willie, you're the perfect owner for this. I know that you'll love this. We got Mae West right there too, which makes it fabulous. I think that's Mae West. It looks like her at least. Thank you, Willie. All right. I got a book on McCoy. Let me just tell you what I would love to find of McCoy would be this cookie jar right here. Look at that pumpkin man. Wouldn't that be great? So McCoy pottery, my personal favorite pottery, because it's just kitschy and fun. So this is a volume 2, and it gives you a timeline of McCoy pottery. Started in 1899, and then it merged with, in 1911, it merged and became brush pottery. Because I know you hear people say, is that brush McCoy or McCoy? So it was, in 1911, it would have been brush McCoy. And then in 1925, the McCoy family sells their share, and then they rename it Brush Pottery Company. And then McCoy, they closed in 1982. Actually, I skipped a year. This is weird. So 1899, J.W. McCoy was born. They were born. 1910, Nelson McCoy. It was called Nelson McCoy Sanitary Stoneware. And then in 1911, they merged and became Brush Pottery Company. 1933, it was not renamed Nelson McCoy, because you hear it just called McCoy, you hear it called Brush McCoy, you hear it called Nelson McCoy, and that all is determining on the year that it was created. So it kind of gives you that that timeline. So Roseville, Ohio, McCoy was born in Ohio. That's why we here in Indiana in the Midwest, we see McCoy a lot, because this is where it was born. This book is really, really nice because it gives you the look. So it like if you know, I know that is an early McCoy mark, but maybe some people wouldn't know that. So they also did Floraline, was a line that they did for florists. So you might see some pieces that are technically McCoy, but they were designed specifically for, oh, yes, Jackie, that is why. Okay, yes. Now, Jackie, the thing of it is, it's going to be they're going to be very expensive to ship. I can do that. They'll be expensive to ship to you. So I can send me a DM on here, Jackie. You can just click on my name and send me a message to remind me, and then I can figure out what it's all going to be, and then I'll let you know. So I won't run them. Does this book mention their issues with it might, but I don't think that was Ohio though, Bug. McCoy also they also had stickers, which I hate that. I don't like the stickers. Look at that little puppy in that jardiniere. That's a little poodle. I had a couple of these jardiniere pieces. I need to look. I bought a vase at Goodwill. I showed it yesterday. It's this design. It's this design, but it's all in like that celadon green. Beautiful. At Goodwill. At Goodwill. I about died. I'm thinking I might have a, I don't know. Emmeline, are you coming tomorrow? Because we could have a Goodwill day. Or coming today? Oh, listen, if you find these stretch pieces, they're worth a lot of money. They're McCoy and they come in many different colors. They are worth, they're from the 40s and they don't have a mark on them. You just kind of know because they look very cubist. They have those angles on them. So this is a great book. I've looked at this one a lot. So we're going to, nope. I'm going to do restart auction. We're going to edit. I'm going to take that picture, remove. Put that one on. 8. Done. Update listing. Move to stage. And it's running. Do you have that Cubist one? They sell for over $100. Or they did. They did at one time. This is a really, really, really good book. And it's pretty. It's a pretty book. There's a wealth of information in this book. You know, they did like this whole kitchen line here in the 70s and 80s. Bicentennial things. So I really, really like this book. Look, they like to put, these people like to put dogs in their McCoy. They put a lot of dogs in their McCoy pottery. All right, that one will be listed later. Guys, I got a real stack of things that I got to list later. Okay, let's try this one. I might just show the books that didn't sell before we go, and then I can say, hey, you want me to run these again? And I can. The catalogs I will wait on. Put those down there because they're kind of in my way. All right, this one is antique tins. Now, they probably are some antique ones in here. Identifications and values. So this is a great reference book as well. It does give you like different about grading examples. So grade 10 is mint, flawless, unused, perfect condition. Grade 9, excellent, near mint. I always get really like, I don't like to, like, I feel like I am not qualified to give a grade on anything. So I don't like to look at that, but it does kind of give you an idea of as far as value goes on the different grades. But there's just a lot of really, really fun tins in here. Bon Air mixture, Crest. I think that's tobacco. Yeah, cut plug. Fine cut plug tobacco. Popcorn. Oh, I love the popcorn. Bang! Bang! Dang, that's good popcorn. I love the potato chip cans. I have a collection of them. Popeye popcorn. Oh, that would be a fun one to find. So this is a great book as well. So let's try this. You know what? I'm going to do this one. Edit. No. I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to have to do it this way now, which is fine. Starting at $8. All right. And it's running. The antique tins, identification and values, but we don't pay attention to the value part. They got the coffee tins in here. This also has a very nice smell to it. welcome guest pottery or coffee. I mean, T&T popcorn, baby powder. Oh, those are cute. Look at how cute that one is. With a picture of the little baby on there. Those are good. That's a good one. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna show you some books that I've pulled. If anyone wants me to run those, I will. Otherwise, I'm just gonna show you. So I got the collector's manual. This one's an antique or close to antique reference guide book. This one is from originally 1906, but this one was printed in 1945. So again, we've got a lot of different antique furniture and plates and pieces, but it does give you a lot of history on those items as well. So like I said, this book was written originally about 100 years ago. So if I'm showing something that you want me to run, look at that old like clock on the spine, I will. I also have a lot of 4 of these books. I made a couple lots. So these are the Apple paperback books. Do you guys remember these? So this one is A Ghost in the House. It's just spooky. You're going to get 4. The Ghost That Came Alive. The Canterville Ghost. And this one doesn't really go, but a 4th grade celebrity. So we got some spooky books, and then one kind of not spooky book. So you would get all 4 of these books. But when I'm thrifting, I'm always looking for the books with that apple on it, because those just remind me of back in the day. And then I also created another lot of those. I should have just, well, here's the pinballs. The Civil War, Bridge to Terabithia, and Maud and Me and the Dirty Book. These are the Camelot books. That's another little symbol that I look at when I'm like scanning books in the thrift store. For the apple and that little C for the Camelot books. And I haven't looked any of these up at all. I also have Little Miss Trouble. This is an original one. This is not a repeat. Do you guys remember these? This one is from 1981. Little Miss Trouble. Here comes trouble, people used to say. And who do you think would come walking along? That's right. Little Miss Trouble. Oh, the trouble she caused. And she ran into Mr. Uppity. I would start this one at $5. Then they ran into Mr. Small. Ouch. Oh, wait, what happened here? One morning she went to see Mr. Uppity. Do you know what Mr. Small calls you behind your back? No, replied Mr. Uppity. What does Mr. Small call me behind my back? Little Miss Trouble looked at him and said, Fatty. Well, now, Mr. Uppity did not like that. Not one bit. Immediately, he went to see Mr. Small. How dare you call me Fatty? He shouted. But, stammered Mr. Small, who never called him Fatty. But nothing, shouted Mr. Uppity. And he hit poor Mr. Small and gave him a black eye. Violence! Little Miss Trouble. Little Miss Trouble, who was hiding behind a tree, hugged herself with glee. Oh, I do like making trouble, she giggled to herself. Naughty girl. I mean, this could be real life. I know of a Little Miss Trouble that likes to cause trouble for other people and doesn't admit their own failings. Do you know people like that? Then Little Miss Trouble went to see Mr. Clever. Oh, yeah, we do. So Little Miss Trouble said to Mr. Clever that Mr. Small, gosh, poor Mr. Small. Do you know what Mr. Small calls you behind your back? Big nose. So Mr. Clever, and he punched him hard in the other eye. So he's got 2 black eyes. Poor Mr. Small. 2 black eyes for something he'd never done. Oh, look at you, Miss Trouble laughed when she saw him. It's all your fault, said Mr. Small. True, she said, and she walked off. Poor Mr. Small had to go to the doctor. Good heavens. Make you well when you saw him. Whatever happened to you? Mr. Small explained. That afternoon, Mr. Small went to see Mr. Tickle. This is from 1980. What did I say? 1. Do you know what Miss Trouble calls you behind your back? Said Mr. Small. No, said Mr. Tickle. Puddin' face. Mr. Small went to Mr. Bump. Do you know what Miss Trouble calls you behind your back? Mr. Nitwit. That's Mr. Bump. Apparently he bumps into things a lot. How dare you call me Puddin' Face, said Mr. Tickle. How dare you call me Mr. Nitwit? And they bumped her, and he tickled her. Well, anyway, he got back. She had a taste of her own medicine. Good! Man, if that could happen in real life, one day, little Miss Trouble will get a taste of her own medicine. One day. All right. I'm going to start this one at, ooh, Mr. Webb agrees, at $5. And this is going to be small. And it's running. Yeah, these were so popular. They kind of made a resurgence. And like you would see people making different memes like Little Miss loves to go to the thrift store. Little Miss likes to eat cheese. Little Miss blah, 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 blah. But these are all the Little Miss books that are on the back. We got Little Miss Late, Little Miss Trouble, Little Miss Naughty, Little Miss Plump, Little Miss Tiny, Little Miss Helpful, Little Miss Splendid, Little Miss Shy, Little Miss Sunshine, Little Miss Scatterbrain. I can relate to that one. Little Miss Bossy, and Little Miss Neat. So those are all the Little Miss. I think that they eventually did Little Mr. books as well. All right. We also have this one, the I Hate to Cook book. I don't know, Karen, but that would be great if they did. I would like those. I also threw in this Your Frigidaire recipes. So this is I Hate to Cook. Here's the tastiest book to see the light of print since the publication of I Hate to Cook book. I Hate to Cook book with over 140 recipes and 323 afterthoughts. It does have the original dust jacket. And the book underneath is, I think, yellow. It's a nice bright yellow book. I like to do like a rainbow of books. You can't really see them right now. So this is a nice yellow book for the appendix to the this is the appendix to the I Hate to Cook book. Discoveries, I don't know, but there's that one. So let me know if you want me to run this one, and I can. I think this one's from 1966. Yeah, 1966. Alone, cooking if eating with your shoes off. In the middle of the woods lived the youngly boogly boo. Anyway. I also have another book. This one's a nice orange one for the fall. This is another reader. Days of Fun. This is Reading for Living. I want to get through this stack. This one is from 1950. Oh, what fun. It's just a little, oh, see. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one horse. This is Dawn and this is Peggy. Oh, what fun. Oh, the dog's getting dressed up. They're having a dress up party. There's Buster in the doghouse. Look, Dawn, the doll has a yellow hat. See the yellow hat? I would say this is probably a second grade reader. Would be my guess. I don't think that there is, let me just double check to see if there's any holiday stories. There is not. So run this one. Okay, Diane, I will. It's actually Days of Fun. All right. Starting at $8 and it's running. Emmeline asked me to let you know she is live in Kentucky. Oh, okay. All right. Emmeline's live in Kentucky. Okay, so you can leave my sale and go over to Emmeline. Because I'm just going to show some of the other books that I have, and then I'm going to go, and then we'll join. Then we'll join in Emmeline. All right, Rose, thank you so much. Days of Fun. It's in really, really nice condition. And this smells good. Diane is in at 12. I have Care Bears book. I did bring, man, I got to look these up, but I did bring these from the Woodsies. There's the beaver. Oh gosh, there's two people that are like, maybe I should just go. I'll just go. Diane Husani. I think I'll just go because I'll recap. Well, I'm going to show one more. Yeah, those are all cookbooks. I got Poppy. Let me run Poppy and then we'll go. So this is the adventure of a fairy. This is a really cute book. Look, the stamps from the library are from 1944. Poppy, The Adventures of a Fairy. Printed in the USA. Oh gosh, MCMXLII. 19, I don't know. Poppy, The Adventures of a Fairy. So Poppy, there's a little bit of folding in this book. So Poppy was a 4-inch fairy who had lost her way in the world of people. All she could remember is that she awakened one morning in the big fuzzy toe of a great big slipper. So she was a little fairy, but she didn't realize it. She was lost. She's living in a little house. I want to say that there is the cutest little pictures. Look, there she is in her bath of a little glass bowl. She's sliding down. Look, she's hiding in the little clock. I want to say that there is the cutest little picture in here. Let me see if I can find it. And then we'll run this one and then we'll go. Yeah, it's this one with the mushroom and the two little kids. She found her friend in fairyland. What was his name? I don't know. But she found her friend and she was fine. So Poppy, I'm going to run this one. I'll start this one at 6. And it's running. She's starting. Now there is a little bit of damage to the spine right here. But it's such a cute book and such great graphics on it. It's not one that I've seen before. The Adventures of a Fairy. But the kids were like constantly building little places for her to live. They made her a little garden. See, and they turned that into her little play garden. It's just really, really cute. They made her a little bed. All right. That's going to go in that pile. Okay, we're going to go. I didn't realize there were other sales going on. So I'm going to work on getting my shipping done. And I have taken a bunch of pictures for Friday. So my catalog is ready for Friday sale. I might pop on and do another sale on Friday with buyer's choice with like the Cabbage Patches, the Monchi cheese, and those kinds of things, because I really want to clear out that area. And I'm going to get the shipping done today. And tomorrow I might be running around. Might be running around with Emma Lane. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. And let's go support these other sellers. Thanks again so much for being here. Mwah!